Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to dive deep into Kriya Yoga. Now, this is an incredibly ancient, powerful spiritual science, but it's often misunderstood. You see, the goal is this profound awakening, but the path to get there, it can be incredibly dangerous. So in this explainer, I'm going to break down a method I've spent my life developing, one that makes this transformative practice much, much safer and more accessible for all of us in the modern world. This quote, well, it really gets to the very heart of my life's mission. This isn't just about digging up and preserving ancient secrets. No, it's about refining them, making them better. I've spent a lifetime working to make these powerful practices faster, easier, and most importantly, safer for anyone who is genuinely looking for results today.
So, who am I? My name is Osman, and many people know me as the blind Muslim yogi. I have dedicated my entire life to studying and synthesizing knowledge from so many different schools of thought, and what I've created is a unique, scientific, and totally results-oriented approach to these powerful ancient practices.
To give you a bit more background, I'm a master-level bioenergy healer, and I specialize in things like critical care and recovery. I've been practicing these sciences for 50 years now. 50 years! I had my first samadhi, or what you might call a major spiritual awakening, when I was just 19 years old. My studies have taken me all over the globe, from the Far East to the Middle East and the West. And now, my real mission is to take all of that knowledge and make it accessible to you. All right, let's talk about the big one. Many Kriya practices are aimed at one thing and one thing only: awakening that incredibly powerful energy that sits at the base of your spine, the energy known as Kundalini. The problem is, the traditional methods are often wrapped up in all this secrecy, and frankly, if you do them incorrectly, they carry some very serious, life-altering risks.
Just look at the difference in philosophy here. On one side, you've got these expensive, secretive initiations that, honestly, can lead to premature and really dangerous awakenings. And on the other side, that's my protocol. It's freely shared, it's open to everybody, and it is built around one single core principle: safety through methodical, step-by-step preparation.
So what exactly happens when this goes wrong? Well, think of your body's energy system as having three main wires. You've got the central one, the Sushumna, and two on the sides, the Ida and Pingala. A safe awakening sends that energy straight up the middle, the main channel. But a premature awakening, it forces that powerful current through the side channels. And that is what causes the devastating effects you see here. It is an incredibly traumatic experience.
I use these words because, well, there's just no softer way to put it. An awakening gone wrong can create some truly abnormal behavior. I've seen people literally abandon their families, quit their jobs, leave their entire lives behind, just desperately searching for a cure. And in the most severe cases, it can absolutely lead to being institutionalized. This is not a game.
So, how do we avoid all of that? How do we make this process safe? It all comes down to one thing: a specific, non-negotiable preparation protocol. And I want to be clear, this isn't a suggestion. It's an absolute requirement that you have to master before you even think about awakening this energy.
This right here is the core of the whole safeguard. I want you to think of your energy channels like the wiring in your house. You wouldn't send a massive electrical surge through old, faulty wires, would you? Of course not. This specific pranayama protocol cleanses and prepares those side channels so they're ready for the energy. You must, I repeat, must reach level 4 before you even consider proceeding. I cannot stress this enough.
Okay, so let's say you've done the work. You've established that foundation of safety. Now, let's look at the technique itself. Once the preparation is complete, and only then, can the awakening be attempted.
To do this correctly, you need to know exactly where you're aiming. The Muladhara, or the root chakra, has a very precise physical location. For males, it's the perineum area. For females, it's at the cervix. Knowing this allows you to mindfully direct your focus, your energy, to the exact spot where that immense power lies dormant.
This is the instruction for that critical moment of awakening. After you've completed your level 4 pranayama, on that 21st and final round, you take all of your energy, your full intention, and you push it down hard to that specific point in the root chakra. The goal here is to break a subtle energy knot called a granthi that's keeping this powerful energy locked away.
Now, the awakening itself isn't the finish line. It's the starting line. From this point on, that energy has to be cultivated. The daily practice is simple. You just breathe in and push down. Starting with 24 rounds a day, which by the way only takes about 30 minutes, allows you to safely and slowly grow this energy. The ultimate goal is to fill your head with this nourishing energy, healing your entire system from the inside out.
Before we go any further, I have to pause and repeat this with the utmost seriousness. It is absolutely critical that you understand the consequences of ignoring the safety protocol. On this path, impatience is your single greatest enemy. This is the question you have to ask yourself before you even begin. What is the real cost of cutting corners? Because the outcome of ignoring these warnings, it isn't some minor setback. It can be completely, totally, and devastatingly life-altering.
I don't use this metaphor lightly. An uncontrolled awakening unleashes what feels like a roaring, serpent-like fire inside of you. It is a force that, once it's out, can feel nearly impossible to get back under control. You are literally inviting chaos directly into your nervous system.
4 years. Just let that number sink in. That is the potential recovery time from a single adverse awakening. One single moment of impatience, one attempt before you are truly ready, can lead to 4 years of traumatic, painful, and very expensive recovery.
Let me be crystal clear. This is not a practice to experiment with. The stakes are incredibly high. The physical and psychological pain from a failed awakening can be so intense that some people, tragically, have even considered suicide to escape it. So please, I am begging you, heed these warnings. Follow the protocol exactly as I've laid it out.
Now, for those of you who are genuinely searching, who are willing to walk this path with the patience and discipline it requires, here's how you can access these teachings and my other services responsibly.
My mission is to make this spiritual knowledge free for everyone who wants it. You can find the complete, detailed protocols on my YouTube channel, The Blind Muslim Yogi. No secrets held back. I also share more on my podcast, which you can find just by searching for me on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. My professional healing services, however, those are premium offerings. That's the result of decades of intensive, rigorous practice and the very high success rates I've been fortunate enough to achieve.
So, for everything we've talked about today, from the free YouTube protocols and the podcast to information on my premium healing and consultation services, the one place to go is my website. Please visit yogawellness786.com for all the details.
And this really brings me to a final thought I want to leave you with. This entire approach, it challenges that old, outdated idea that spiritual knowledge has to be secret or complicated or expensive. It suggests that maybe, just maybe, clarity, safety, and a modern scientific methodology are the true keys to unlocking our profound human potential. Thank you for your time.